Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to JMac Sports Cards. Jason here. Time to do this monthly recap of February of tracking progress here towards the path to 100K on eBay. February is a month that's only 28 days, at least 2 days shorter than every other month. January was 31 days, and if you look in context, what I said and projecting and predicting is going to occur is as I ramp and scale, like the bigger months are going to be the second half of the year for me. So right now I'm tracking much lower than I should be to hit the 100K. And I want to say that I'm not including in some other deals that I do on Instagram or Facebook. I also consign some with DC Sports 87. When I buy a collection, I will quickly send off 10 or 20 decent cards from the collection to DC Sports to have them auction them off and to get some money back from that collection right away. You might ask, why would you do that? Why would you not just auction them off on your own eBay store? A couple of different reasons. Number one, my stores doesn't get the eyes and is not as big. Doesn't have a presence as big as DC Sports 87, which is one of the biggest sellers on all of the eBay platform. That's number one. Number two, the fees are competitive to me selling them. So that's the thought with it, and it just helps get the snowball rolling. But again, I'm not disclosing what I made through DC Sports in January or February. We're not including that. We're just trying to do it here on eBay. So all that being said, you can see I'm up to now looking at the screen. This month, I'm just going to go straight to eBay. I'm not going to do a PowerPoint on it, and we're just going to go straight from here. I'm up to 7,000 listings. It slowed down because I had to manually list a lot this month because I had a lot of I bought that 3-row box of patches and autos that were thick cards that I don't and won't run through a scanner or a document feeder, I should say, so they won't go through the Epson scanner. So but I bought this overhead scanner, and you still have to manually list them, and so that slowed me down. And I was focusing on selling a lot of. I got a couple graded orders back this month, and that takes some time away from bulk listing with the document scanner. So anyway, I'm good with it, and I think I've sold about 1,000 cards this year so far. So really, I've listed about 8,000. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much still on pace here to reach 50,000 listings. And listen, at the end of the day, it's going to be 50,000 cards listed. I might have sold 3 or 4 or 5,000 cards over the course of the year, which is the hope. I'm not trying to list stuff that's not going to sell. Tons of good questions that come in, throughout the month and everything. But listen, you're gonna have some of this stuff. Everyone wants an answer from some content creator or some influencer or whatever. I don't think I'm any of those. I'm not an influencer, but some of this stuff you just got to figure out, man. What sells, should you list, what should you not list. You'll have to figure it out yourself through the course of what sells for you, what you have with your inventory. There's a lot of questions that I'm not going to answer because it's individualized, and there's just no good one right or wrong. There is no right or wrong with this thing. It's do the best you can and learn. You know what I mean? So I still learn every day. Try to. But and then also this month I bought 2 collections, so that's time consuming to get them and to process them. So of the 2 collections, I really haven't even started selling them yet. I haven't even made. I did make videos on them, or I recorded videos. I haven't edited them, so I'll be putting those out. Some of the cards are already starting to hit eBay. You'll start seeing them. Some cool stuff, and I've got some. I'm going to be sending off a couple graded card orders from these collections too. So there you go, man. So it's not called a full-time reseller for no reason. This takes a lot of time and energy and effort. So that's the story there. We look back. Remember last month I did 3,700 in sales in a 31-day month, netted 26 here on eBay, and keep an eye on this selling cost of 25% almost. Moving over to February, You can see we scaled up to, let's see, we sold 393 items again in 31 days in January. Here we sold 408 items, brought the average sales price up $1. Last month it was $9.65, brought it up to $10.88, almost $1 more per card this month, which is great. So 400 items sold, 44, 37, 87 for the gross, netted 32.15. And you can see that selling costs went down. You say, well, what happened there? So part of it was on all of the patch cards and thicker cards. What I'm doing now and started doing all this month was when I list the patch cards, thicker cards, I have one in hand here. Thick stock. These you have to ship them at 3 ounces, which is $1.08. So what I'm doing on the thicker cards is I'm doing like $1.25 shipping on them. So I listed a lot of that this month, a lot of those this month. So that cut down on me having to pay shipping. The buyer paid the shipping. On just regular typical stock cards, I'm still doing free shipping. But on the thicker stock cards and anything over 20, it's first class. It's $4.50 shipping. So I think all those factors, and I sold a lot of those thick cards this month. That put my shipping costs down because the buyer was paying shipping. So I think that's a big deal of why selling costs were down this month and why I netted more. But you can see it was a 31% increase, and that's what listen, guys. This is what I'm trying to see. I'm not necessarily too overly concerned about this number not doubling and inflating, but 31% is a good increase. And then, like I said, that net increase was almost closer to 40% net to me. So, and if you look here, we got 15 repeat buyers, down a little bit month over month. Oh yeah, and then you can see sales via auction. So I'm definitely making that more of a priority. So that was a 541 cent increase, 541% increase month over month. So sold a lot of auction, sold a lot of cards in auction this month as well. So, and like I said, I'm doing a very targeted approach with that. Once I get a bunch of people watching an item that's buy it now and they're not pulling the trigger on it, then I'm going to run it on auction. So that's how I'm selling. So essentially it's a card that I know there's people have interest in. I'm not just auctioning off anything, because that's how you lose your tail. But when you know you got a card that people have interest in and are watching, when you run it on auction, those people will get notified that the card you were watching is now listed as auction. That's that. And then you can see, so the month I had one huge day where I sold like $700 in cards, and then some days where I only sold 30. I don't know what the average is per day. 37 divided by 28. 158 a day is what I was averaging in sales. Biggest card this month was the SGC slab, Trevor Lawrence, Red Mirror rookie. This one is numbered to 99, SGC 10, numbered to 99. That's the biggest sale this month. Sold a LeBron James rookie. I bought that card for $5. It graded to 10. LeBron James, Milicic, and Heinrich rookie. So not one of the most desirable LeBron rookies. Sold for $250. A nice Aaron Rodgers PSA 8, but it's numbered to rookie, numbered to 150, sold for $200. A nice Kobe sold for $185. This LaMelo Ball, I won this at the Christmas Dirty Santa game or whatever it was called at the Arkansas show. So I won it. Everyone brought like a $20 item or something, and I won it at PSA 10. I sold it for like $150. This Hogan, I ran this on an auction. That was a fun auction. It got up to, I think it sold for like $142 end of the day. Nice Kamzat Chimaev sold. There's that Robin Roberts that I found in a common box in a collection I bought. Sold for $99. This Muhammad Ali, and I'll stop here on these. This Muhammad Ali I bought in a bulk deal in Nashville a couple years ago, and I had held on to it, and I thought I was going to PC it. But it says authentic event worn, but it's one of those where it's like gray area. Was it actually? I don't think it was worn in a fight or anything. So the significance of it, I don't feel like it was as great enough for me to hold on to it for a PC. But listen, I picked it up for like $20. It sold for $100. So that was a good buy and a nice sale. And so you can see right on down the list, lots of sales, lots of PSX Labs again sold this month. So let's toggle it and look at the sales for this year so far. So there you go. So we're at 83.24 for the year. 83.24 divided by 2 equals 4160 times 12. So we're trending towards 50K. But again, like I said, this is going to be the latter part of the year. And once I start posting some of these collections that I'm buying right now, I believe this month is going to be a ramp up a month. One where I see, I think I'm going to see a much bigger number this month. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much a wrap here for the month of February. Shorter month, but seeing progress, and that's what matters here at the end of the day. So stay encouraged if you're doing it. There's good days and there's bad days. You can see I have some days I've have a $20 worth of sales. So 10 cards at like $2 a piece. Some days I'll sell 2 or 3 $100 cards, and then those are very so it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster. You got to manage your emotions and keep your mind healthy. Mentally in a good place, because this can be running your own business, and the ups and downs of sales can play into your mental health and factor into your relationships with other people. So make sure you're keeping your mind healthy and engaged. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the content. Links to everything I use will be down in the video description below. DC Sports, Epson, Fujitsu, Car Dealer Pro, Chrome Zeo cards. Any of you guys want to jump on here and become a sponsor of the channel, reach out to me. JMacinvesting@gmail.com. That's all I got till next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Doses.